Now, sometimes these smallest pieces of gear in backpacking actually end up being some of the most helpful pieces of gear that we take out on the trail. So today we're talking all about pocket-sized pieces of gear for backpacking that are essential items, some nice to haves, and just some luxury things that are fun to have out on the trail. I do also want to thank Onyx Backcountry for sponsoring this video today. That'll come in handy when we talk about all of the functions of a cell phone. But I've got a few different bags here, an electronics bag, a first aid kit, and then a bag of random small stuff. We're gonna start first with first aid kit items though, because this is an area of backpacking that I think often gets overlooked. There's a lot of really good, essential, and helpful items that you can put into a first aid kit. What I've got mine built out into is a Backcountry Exposure little ditty, but there are a couple of things in here, 3 things in fact, that I take on every single one of my trips because they're really, really helpful. One of those is the Gear-Aid Tenacious Tape gear patches. These are so helpful in quick patches of a down jacket or a synthetic jacket. You get a burn hole or rip it across a tree branch or something, or to patch your sleeping pad. I had to do this just on a recent trip earlier in the spring, and I'm so glad I had this in my pack. Then is some blister stuff. Now, KT tape is a popular item out there for a lot of different uses, but in a backpacking space, I like KT tape because it gives me some flexibility for blister care, for also if my IT band or something is starting to hurt, then I can attach this to whatever joint or muscle to help support it. And I used this with a student recently to support their knee a bit, and this was a huge help. In the similar sense of blister care, these are from my Medic, and these are called Super Skin. These are fantastic for helping eliminate hot spots for blisters. When you're out there on hot days, maybe your shoes don't breathe as well, these little strips of Super Skin, again from my Medic, are really handy. I just have been able to put these over heels, around the ball of the foot, around toes, and they stick way better than athletic tape and moleskin. So this is always my first stop before doing moleskin and that kind of thing. The next is something called Aquafer. This is so stinking helpful in helping with chafing after you've already passed the point of the chafing being really bad, and Body Glide or something is not going to help super much and you just want some relief in that area. Then I can put this on and it helps protect the skin. It helps just manage all of that dryness and that irritation, but I can also use it as a chapstick, which in that case, I always carry a tube of chapstick. Let's go through some electronic items. And in this bag here, I've got some electronics, but let's talk about cell phones. Obviously pocket-sized, we carry them everywhere. And you could argue that maybe it's not necessary for you to have on the trail, but there are a lot of functions that a phone provides. One of those is to take pictures and video and document your trips. That's a really nice, handy way to have a great camera in your pocket and not have to carry something extra. But then also there is the ability to navigate while you are out on trail. Now, I talk about Onyx Backcountry very often here on the channel. They are a supporter of the channel and they are sponsoring this video today. I am serious when I say that Onyx Backcountry is an amazingly helpful app for navigation in the backcountry. On my trip just last weekend, I don't know what we would have done without having the map. And we were walking through some really rough burn areas that the trail was completely decimated. There weren't even cairns in some places. It was really tough travel. And I live and die off the fact that having the GPS right on my phone and being able to see exactly where I was on the route that I had planned prior to going on the trip on Onyx made it possible for us to navigate and make our way through that nasty burn area. I think that using a paper map and a compass is awesome if you know how to use that. Same with using something like OnX. You got to know how to use it. You can't just turn it on and boom, you're like a navigation pro. You got to learn how to use it, but it is super reliable. I just love being able to navigate on my phone, and OnX is my go-to. I love it. It's a great tool. I could go on and on and on and on. Just go check it out for yourself. There's a link down in the description for you to save a bunch of money on OnX. And when you do sign up for it, give it a try. Like, just go sign up at least for the free trial or the discount and give it a try. But let them know that you heard about OnX from me in the checkout survey. The other thing that you can do with your cell phone is you can journal on it. You have your notes app, but I'm able to journal and type out notes and information that way. I can also listen to podcasts. At the end of a hard day of hiking, maybe that's how I wind down. I can also read a book. There's a lot of functionality with this. The only thing I can't do is pay my mortgage while I'm out on trail. But what other electronic items might I take that are pocket size? Let's talk about lighting. This is a really cool little light called the Cap-On 40B from Claymore. This is a clip on your hat kind of light, but it also comes with this mini beaner because it is multifunctional. Let's see if I can do this. Bingo. There, I've got my light right on my hat, as opposed to wearing a hat, having the headlamp on, and then trying to figure out how to manage that. This is super lightweight, really convenient, and it is very functional as well because it is a lantern on the top here that is also dimmable, but I have a red light out the front and my normal like flashlight beam right here. Super cool, handy little thing. And then with the mini beaner here on the top, I'm able to clip that to the loop that's at the top of my tent, and then I've got a lantern. Like that. I love this light, super, super rad. But for those that want the traditional route, then a headlamp is a great way to go. I know the NU25 from Nitecore is really popular, but I'm a huge fan of the NU21. It's a little bit lower cost, a little bit lower lumens, and I think it's a little bit lighter weight as well. It's got your elastic band around the head, and funny enough, I think I have used my headlamp maybe 3 times this year. I don't really use my headlamp all that much, but I take it obviously on every single one of my trips. It's just one of those important things to have. So now let's talk about battery banks. And this is embarrassing because I have about every Nitecore battery bank that you can imagine. This is ridiculous. Look at this. Okay, so I've got the 20,000 milliamp Carbo from Nitecore. These are just a really reliable, nice brand of battery bank. They're small in their form factor and they charge quickly and they're just built really well. They are pricey though, compared to maybe something like an Anchor. But then I've got the Summit 10,000, which is a 10,000 milliamp battery bank. This just works better in cold weather conditions. Then I've got the NB 10,000, the Gen 2 and the Gen 3. So there really isn't much difference in these two except for the fact the Gen 3 NB 10,000 uses USB-C only for the input and output. I'll show you a couple little adapter things that I've got that'll help manage that. But then this is the NB Air, which is a 5,000 milliamp battery bank. And the purpose of showing all of these is the fact that if I'm doing a lot of photo or video or navigation on my phone, then I need to be able to charge it. And something like a 5,000 milliamp battery bank is a nice to have to make sure that my stuff stays charged while I'm out there on the trail. But then I've got a few different like cord things, accessories going on with this. Now I am a big fan of short, stubby cords. So I've got USB-C to USB-C and then a like faster charging rate of a USB-C to USB-C on this one, but I do also carry these little adapters, man, come on Devin, that are just like USB-A to USB-C as well as USB-C to micro USB, because things like my Zoleo satellite communication device does use USB or micro USB. So instead of having a dedicated cord for that, I've just got this little adapter. And then same with if I am carrying multiple of my NB10000s like this Gen 2, then it has a USB-A and I can plug that in on that side and only have to carry USB-C cords, which is really, really handy. Okay, so that's kind of all the electronic items. What have I got in the rest of this bag? Let's talk about a pocket knife. I think a pocket knife is super nice to have on the trail. It's not something I use really heavily on the trail unless I'm cutting salami or cheese or doing some like minimal work with it, but it is nice to have from like a first aid standpoint. And it doesn't have to be a super fancy, expensive one either. Sunscreen, super nice to have. Really, like, just protecting yourself, protecting your skin and everything while you're out there is really, really good to do. Toothbrush, toothpaste. This might be a bit heavy and excessive for some people, but obviously good hygiene and everything while you're out there is important. Ooh, an electronic item I didn't talk about, the Govee Bluetooth thermometer. Freaking love this thing. I've talked about it many times, but the fact that I can get temperature information real time while I'm out on my trip, overnight lows, highs for the day, and see how my gear is performing based off of that, I love that. Love that a lot. Bug spray, bug repellent. Big fan of the Sawyer Picardin. This is just the most helpful. It doesn't damage my waterproof gear, and it's also easy to get, like, buy in bulk and then put into smaller bottles like this. They make it more pocket size. All right, a little random here. These like little X rubber bands. I don't actually remember what they're called, but these are nice and strong. They come in different sizes. You can buy them in a big pack like I did, or you can get on Garage Grown and buy them in individual. What I've done with one of them, I think this size here, is wrapped it around my Tox 550 because I also have a cup and keeping the lid in place and everything. This to me is more convenient than using a dedicated like pot sack with a cinch on it. So I really like that. Then lighters. These are an essential item, I feel like. Being able to take care of lighting a fire is necessary in an emergency situation, but also lighting a stove if it doesn't have a piezo igniter. Then 2 more items, and we'll wrap this up. Summit Suds from Pika Outdoors. This was actually so incredibly helpful last weekend from all of that chafing that I was dealing with to clean myself up and just get things where they needed to be so that I was healing as opposed to dealing with nastiness. The ability to wash your hands and get all the grime and nasty stuff off just while you're out in the field is super nice. Now, a luxury thing that I don't have the full set here, but these are the size small stacks from Human Gear. These are cool. These provide some flexibility for carrying liquid because they have a silicone gasket here on the top. So if I'm carrying some liquid items, maybe it's like olive oil and I'm cooking and doing some more like gourmet stuff as opposed to freeze-dried meals out there, then I can carry that in here, or it's a medicine. Just the flexibility of these all coming apart from each other and having that as a stackable option and the ability to like clip into something. But these come in 3 different sizes. This is the small, there's a medium and a large. I love these things. They are super awesome. That is my list of like fun, essential, nice to have, and really helpful pieces of pocket-sized gear out on the trail. So what would you add or take away from this list? Let me know down in the comments. I want to thank you guys for watching today. Subscribe to the channel if you are not. I hope you have an awesome day. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later.